Do you want to know my 3 musts for any assessment? That's what we're talking about today. Hi, my name is Mark Bentz, and I'm the owner of one of the largest multidisciplinary clinics in Canada. I started the Virtual CEO because I wanted to take clinic owners from overworked, underpaid, to living life on your terms and a clinic that is extremely profitable. Must 1, preparation. Boy, do I see this. I see this going wrong, and it hurts me when I see it in my clinic, but I do see this when I work with other people. But boy, it hurts me when I see it in my clinic, because we work hard to train people, to make sure they're prepared. And so not being prepared sets you up for a terrible, probably a losing assessment. So read the initial documentation. They filled it out, right? They're telling you about themselves. Make sure you understand what they're coming in for. So don't say something like this. Oh my God, it makes my hair fall out. And you can see it's happened a few times, okay? This is what happens. Therapist walks up and says, "Hey, Tom, nice to meet you." And they walk back to the treatment room, and then they do this casual conversation, and they go after talking about the weather, I can hear them go, "Hey, what are you in for today?" Oh, Christ, nothing says more. Like, nothing says I care less about you than what are you in for today. Because if you read the document, you would know, right? So do not say that. Come prepared. Here's a really great tip. We talk about this all the time. Figure out a niche. Figure out somewhere to focus. So when they come in with, if it's a hockey injury, if it's cycling injury, if it's Parkinson's, if it's pelvic floor, if it's craniosacral, whatever, headaches, whatever it is, that you are an expert in that area, because it's going to make everything easier. So it's part of preparation. Too many generalists out there, not making a life for themselves, not making a practice that makes sense, not earning enough money. They're part of your clinic, therefore you can't earn enough money. So preparation is just, it's on so many levels. First of all, read the documentation. Second of all, figure it out, man. Better to become a niche. Third, don't say stupid things to your patient or client that completely separates you from them. They're paying good money for this treatment. They're taking time out of their day for this treatment. And the second part is they've got a reason why they came in. Okay, so this is number 2. Figure out their why. Now you might say to yourself, what are you talking about? Maybe this is the first video you've seen of mine. And you go, what is this guy talking about? The person's coming in because they have low back pain. The person's coming in, they have headaches. That's why they're here. No, they're not. Sorry, newsflash, that ain't true. The reason they're coming in is because that is creating a problem in their life, and they're unable to do something they love. Something that is extremely meaningful to them. If it wasn't meaningful, they typically wouldn't come in, right? It's got to be something meaningful for them to come in, spend the money, spend the time, all those things associated with visiting a professional. So if you just think, oh, we're going to deal with your low back pain today, you're delusional, and the assessment's probably not going to go that well, and therefore the outcome of them going, hey, this is the person I trust, it's probably not going to happen. And they're probably just going to go, you know what, nice person, nice therapist, I'm going to go see someone else who takes it a little bit more seriously and understands my why. So here's an example. A 35-year-old woman comes in with low back pain, and it's really hurting her. You could all get lost in that situation quite easily. Oh, do your special tests and just do some treatment and whoa, let them loosen out the door. Or is it because the low back pain is because they just gave birth to their baby, which is something they've dreamed of for 20 years, and finally they have a baby in the family, and now they got low back pain, and that low back pain is preventing them from sleeping, on top of all the bloody nursing that has to go on, which kills their sleep, and they're really starting to fall apart. That could be their why. And that why is a lot stronger than looking at low back pain. Now, when they understand that you understand them, they're going to go, oh, thank God, this person I can trust. This person is on my side. This person is a resource for me. I'm going to spend my time. I'm going to spend my money. I'm going to spend my hope. You got to remember, it's hope. They're looking for hope. It's not just about low back pain. So understand that at the deepest level. We've got some videos on that. I even got a course about that. Understanding their why. Another example, maybe it's headaches. Maybe the headaches are preventing them from going to work. Maybe they could lose their job. Maybe they just got a new condominium or a new home and their job has to pay for that. And now they're in jeopardy because if they lose their job, they won't have their money to pay for the mortgage, which they'll lose their home. Even better, maybe that's a new mom. So now you're stacking on everything else I talked about with losing their home. I mean, it's pretty catastrophic. But if you sit there and just talk about headaches and ranges of motion, again, you're just delusional. So get away from that. That's what they taught you in school. It is awesome what they taught you in school. It has a great benefit when it comes to treatment. But let me tell you, understanding the person on a human level, the deepest human level you can get to, is where you need to be. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3. And number 1 and 2 will create number 3 when done well. And it's rapport. And rapport simply is understanding the person and they understand you. And therefore, their trust is in you. The therapeutic relationship is established. They will continue with treatment. They will get the outcome necessary. They are going to be thrilled about feeling better. They're going to tell 10 or 20 of their friends and family or colleagues, and all those people are going to pile into your practice. That's what rapport gets you. But rapport isn't given, it's earned. So just because the person shows up in your office, that doesn't mean you have rapport with them. You got to establish rapport. So figure it out. If you get to their why, you're going to establish rapport. Because there's a very famous saying in personal development, no one cares until they know you care. And so when they know you care, you're connected. That's rapport. Now, the interesting thing about rapport is it needs to be reestablished. So the next time they come in a week later, don't just go off thinking everything's okay. It may be. But be aware that making sure rapport is there each and every time gives them, again, the trust to open up, to believe in you. They got to believe in you. If they don't believe in you, well, there's no point to any of this. So if you're just this quote unquote therapist and you're just applying your skill set to them, watch out, man. Watch out. That's probably pretty dangerous. Now, I've got other videos that talk about looking at your numbers. Your numbers are going to tell you if you can establish rapport. Because if people aren't coming back, if they're not rebooking, you're not establishing rapport. And they made a decision to go somewhere else. Now, worst of all, they leave your clinic. Maybe they just go see another therapist at your clinic. As a clinic owner, that's, best case scenario is they stay with the therapist. Second best case scenario, they don't connect with that therapist and they stay with someone else at the clinic. Worst case scenario is they're gone. A nightmare case scenario is they write a bad review. And they tell you that it just was bad. That's terrible. Bad reviews come from no rapport. People wouldn't go and do that if they believed in you, if you had the trust. So crucial. Rapport. Can't say it enough. When you have rapport, everything works. So guys, revisit this video, really look at it, play it 3 or 4 times. It's essential. If you're not getting it done in the assessment, it's rare in the treatment that you're going to win. Of course, you're probably a very good practitioner. But let me tell you, if you get the assessment and the treatment right, you've got a lifelong raving fan as a client, and they're going to tell everybody. And of course, the clinic blows up. It's absolutely amazing. It's going to do so well. Get out there, guys. Take action. We'll see you in the next video.